Luke and Load here to bring you guys the best rated Steam games by the Wilson score method, meaning taking into account rating percentages and total ratings. This list is provided by steamdb.info. At number 5, we have One Shot with a 98.06% on SteamDB. One Shot is a surreal top-down puzzle adventure game with unique gameplay capabilities. You're to guide a child through a mysterious world on a mission to restore its long-dead son. The world knows you exist. One Shot has received an 84 score on Metacritic, with 6 different critics raving about how great the story is. One was bummed that there wasn't many choices to make, but did end up saying that it had really important choices that they did have to make. Most of all of the reviews are positive, but there's a few saying the game is a bit clunky and has too much unnecessary walking back and forth, boring puzzles, and odd gameplay. However, to a lot of people, while they actually did enjoy the puzzles, probably wouldn't even have cared if they didn't, because they fell in love with the story so much and with the creative way the game breaks the fourth wall. People have literally shed tears because of this game and have been greatly moved by it. If you're a person that mashes all the buttons to try to skip through those cutscenes of the games, then this probably isn't for you. But if you have a heart for great stories, then you can pick this game up for $9.99 on the Steam store. At number 4, we have One Finger Death Punch with a score of 98.21%, with 12,000 positive reviews and only 185 negative ones on Steam. Experience cinematic kung fu battles in the fastest, most intense brawler the indie world has ever seen. With the unique one-on-one response system of One Finger Death Punch, players will feel immediate feedback of every bone-crunching hit. Pay tribute to the masters using 5 classic kung fu styles mix. According to the Steam community, this is an addicting beat 'em up that only uses 2 mouse buttons, but will test your abilities time and time again. No, this isn't a game for those of you who are button mashers. If all you do in fighting games is roll your fingers around trying to push all the buttons at once, it's not for you. This game instead has a progressively difficult gameplay that requires great reflexes and the patience to master them. Negative reviews have come in saying the game just isn't their favorite, with only 2 moves being the left and right click, and are especially annoyed by their claim that the game sometimes slows down from finishing moves or picking up weapons, which messes up their flow. I have not played the game myself, so I'm not sure if it is a computer problem or a game problem, but multiple people have complained about it. However, even those people complaining say the game is fun for a while and that it only ruins going back to try to achieve their platinum medals and perfect scores. And for only $5, it may still be worth it. However, if you are a perfectionist that can't let things go, you may want to stay clear of this game. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger comes in with a Wilson score rating of 98.31% with 1320 dislikes and only 12 dislikes. Stone the Crows, are you ready to explore the wild of the Australian outback in this remastered version of the classic game, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger? Join Ty on a ripper of an adventure to free his family from dreaming and stop the nefarious evil genius Boss Cass from removing mammals from the top of the food chain. To help on your quest, you've got a beaut arsenal of boomerangs, sharp teeth, and the help of a few friends. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is a Steam game that is a blast from the past. It's a remake of the 2002 game originally released for the PS2. Last year in 2016, it was released as a remastered game on Steam. While some may think this game is a bit kiddish, others think it is a beautiful masterpiece of a 3D platformer adventure collectathon game. People have compared it to the likes of 3D Mario platforms or even Banjo-Kazooie. And while Yooka-Laylee did come out this year as one of those games on Steam, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger has better ratings, and it also has less than half the price at $14.99. However, it could have so many good ratings just because of the high nostalgia that people have from their childhood. One other concern I have about games being brought from consoles is their performance on PC, but people have said the port has been excellent and the devs have done a great job at bringing this console game to the PC. Again, there are only 12 negative reviews, so it's hard to find things to nitpick about it, but the helpful ones I've read have said the game is relatively short and also a bit repetitive. So, as C. Vivian said on Steam, if you aren't in love with this game by 30-minute mark, then you should probably just refund it, as it doesn't really change much from there. And the number 2 best Steam game, according to the Wilson score, is Factorio, with a 98.51% rating, 24,000 likes, and only 323 dislikes. Factorio is a game about building and creating automatic factories to produce items of increasing complexity within an infinite 2D world. Use your imagination to design your factory, combine simple elements into ingenious structures, and finally protect it from the creatures who don't really like you. If you like games with massive complexity and trying to improve your base with more and more automation, then this game will be for you. From watching trailers and Let's Plays, this has to be one of the most complex base building and resource management games that I have seen. The more I watch this game, the more mind-blowing it is. The fact that you can play with friends in an online co-op multiplayer, get mods, and even make your own maps and scenarios makes this game an even bigger deal. Yes, you should be cautious of this game because it is still in early access, and I know a lot of you that have been burned by early access games, but it does meet the requirements for a great early access game, meaning the developers are continuing to add updates constantly, people say that they listen to the community, and people have enjoyed greatly this game in its current state to the point where even if they have never finished it, it may still be worth it as a price of $20. The scariest thing about this game that people have brought to the table is the fact that it is so addicting you might lose sleep, you might lose friends, and your family members might not know you anymore. Seriously though, some negative reviews are seriously saying do not buy this game if you do not have a bunch of time to put into it to learn the ins and outs. The only real other negative review besides some people complaining it was boring was a review from Nemezizdar. If I said that right, I know I didn't. But he stated the game, while fun, doesn't feel like it has much purpose to it. You automate stuff with the purpose to automate more stuff, and that's about it. The combat, in his opinion, is the weakest part of the game, and it hurts it too much to give it a positive review. However, you have to remember that those opinions are in the very minority of the 25,000 reviews, and it is still an excellent game to check out. And not to anyone's surprise, even based on the Wilson score ratings, Portal 2 is the #1 game with a 98.72 rating, with 98,000 likes and only 1,000 dislikes. The single player portion of Portal 2 introduces a cast of dynamic new characters, a host of fresh puzzle elements, and a much larger set of devious test chambers. Players will explore never before seen areas of the Aperture Science Labs and be reunited with the GLaDOS, the occasionally murderous computer companion who guided them through the original game. The game's 2-player cooperative mode features its own entirely separate campaign with a unique story, test chambers, and 2 new player characters. This new mode forces players to reconsider everything they thought they knew about portals. Success will require them not to only act cooperatively, but to think cooperatively. So, why is Portal 2 so popular? It's the sequel to one of the most loved games of all time on Steam, Portal 1, that had great success with its challenging and innovative puzzles, and now, in 2, it's also added co-op to it. Portal also has been successful in building a puzzle game that's a great storyline and some fun, sassy robot humor to go with it, sorta like Borderlands. I've read some of the negative reviews on this game, and there were either people saying that it's a great game, so why are you looking for negative reviews, or most likely kids who think the only game that can possibly be fun is the 50th version of Call of Duty. If you don't have this game already, then just buy it for $20 or continue to wait for it on sale. That would be a recommendation because it often goes on sales, as both Portal games did during the summer sale.
Hey Mom, how much can I spend on games this month?
Billy, I already told you 100 times, $10 is the most you can spend.
It's gonna be okay! Watch Panic Gaming and find low budget PC and Steam games for you.